Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. You guys, my hair is looking a mess right now. I was gonna do something with it off camera, but a lot of you were in my comments like, oh, your hair is so cute, how you do this, that, and I'm like, y'all, it takes me just a few minutes. Like, it's not even gonna take me this whole video to whip something up. Like, it might. No, it's not. So yeah, you guys, for anybody who wants the hair details, this is a 613 blonde wig that I water dyed with the color cherry from J'adore Rinse. Of course, I love this rinse. And this wig is actually very crunchy. It needs to be washed, it needs to be cut, tailored, repaired, but today we finna do something fun, cute, and like real quick with it, right? Okay, so as you can see by the title, I'm coming to you guys with another story time, y'all. And y'all, you already know it's giving drama. I hate that. I hate that for me. I hate that I can't come with a lovey-dovey story time. And yeah, I could. I had a lot of great moments, but y'all don't want to hear about my great moments, do y'all? If y'all want me to make a story time about a happy moment for me, I will, because I think that I just been giving you guys like a lot of scandal. But anyways, this is a horror story, okay? This is a designer horror story. And yeah, y'all saw what I said in the title. B.E.T, count your fucking days, okay? You better run me my manyan, run me my check, or run me my fade. Run me my check or run me my fade. That's how I really feel about B.E.T right now. Like, B.E.T needs to run me my manyan, okay? But before we get into that, the story starts off like this. And you guys know every time I say the story starts off like this, it's gonna be what? It's gonna be motherfucking juicy. It's gonna be juicy, y'all. Wet, hot, juicy. I don't know why I be doing that. I just be bringing myself down. Like, it's because I want big titties so bad, and I have like a little breast. But whatever. Alright, so let's get started on the story, right? Anyways. Alright, you guys. You're probably going to hear music in the background because my neighbors are DJing, as they always do. But nevertheless, y'all, let's get into the story, right? So this story takes place a long time ago, y'all. Not a long time, but anything that's before the pandemic, it's like a long time ago for me. So this is pre-pandemic like storyline, right? So this is kind of when I first started designing, like when I first started getting my feet wet and actually making custom clothes. I used to make like custom prom gowns, dresses. I'll put some here. I used to make maternity gowns. I used to make everything, y'all. I used to really do the custom thing. Like, I'm not ever gonna do it again because of stories like this, but this was the point of the journey that I was in at the time, right? So one of my homeboys, he's not important, I'm not gonna give him a name, but he invited me to like this like showcasing for like comedians and like different stuff in Brooklyn, right? So I go there with him, and one of the people that's performing is his friend, and the story's about her, right? So we're gonna go ahead and name her Ratchet, okay? And I'm not being shady, she was ratchet, okay? Or ratchet, and I should have known better. And like I said, because did I say she was Haitian? Well, okay, so she was Haitian, but I'm Haitian American. She was Haitian. Like, she had just came from Haiti, like just come, like recently came from Haiti. So her English was, you know, funny, but she was ratchet. Y'all, she was ratchet. I be feeling so shady sometimes making these names. So y'all, as y'all know, I'm fresh in the game. Like, at that time I was like real fresh in the game, and I wanted to get my feet wet when it came to, I guess you can call it celebrity, like that type of environment where like people are like, you know, collabing, exchanging clothes for promotion, etc, etc. And that's the reason why I don't do this now, because of stories like this. And I just don't believe in giving your clothes out for free for promotion. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me anymore. At one point, it did make a lot of sense. Like, oh yeah, this person has a big following. If they wear your clothes, you're going to get a big following. But that's not the math. That's not really the math. At that point in time, I didn't understand the importance of conversion. If you guys don't know what conversion is basically how much of your viewership can you convert into actual sales. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of the times you'll see a girl like Ratchet, who, yes, she has a skill set where she does comedian skits and stuff like that, which I don't find funny, but yeah, she has that type of skill set. But if you're also exposing yourself and showing a lot of like nudity and all those type of stuff, you're gonna have a demographic of lusty men. That's gonna be your market. So if you have 500,000 followers and she had a huge following, y'all, that's the reason why I even like considered working with her, is because she had a huge Instagram following. But a lot of those people in your following are not following you for your fashion. A lot of them are following you to laugh at you, argue with you, or lust after you. You get what I'm saying? Like, so the demographic was not my demographic. I'm a women's wear designer. I sell to women of a certain age group as well, and a certain like lifestyle. So me giving you free outfits for you to show to those lusty men who are not going to purchase from me equals low conversion. Okay, so that's just a disclaimer I'm put out there. So at that point in time, I didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that. I didn't know that was like how, you know, business worked. I'm just looking at it from a social media point of view. Like, this is how social media works. And that's why we have to really get educated on like leaving the Instagram business thing as a social platform to market on, but to actually handle business the right way. And I'm gonna tap into my 8 Girl Business 101 classes, period, point blank. I meet Ratchet. He introduces me to Ratchet. Ratchet is one of those type of girls, like I heard Stunner Girl boyfriend or husband say it recently, where he was like, you were rotating them same 10 rainbow outfits when I met you. That was Ratchet. Ratchet was rotating them same 5 rainbow outfits when I met her. She had 2 bodysuits that were the same, just in different colors, and she loved the black one. She would wear that all the time. Like, and honestly, I don't even want to make fun of her, because you gotta do with what you have. Especially coming straight from Haiti, she probably really did not have a lot of clothes or a lot of resources. You know what I'm saying? And following don't equate to dollars. Yeah, she had like 6 digits worth of followers, but she didn't have 6 digits worth of mignon. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. So, me and Ratchet meet each other, and basically my homeboy is saying like, hey, you know, Ratchet is about to be on a new TV show on B.E.T. And this TV show was kind of like, what kind of show is it like? Kind of like Baldwin Hills, or like Coming Up LA or something like that, where they kind of have like a whole bunch of like talented people from like a city or area kind of like link up with each other and, you know, show their like rise to fame or whatever the case may be. That's what type of show it was supposed to be. And I had just looked it up. What was it called again? It was called Hustle in Brooklyn. Yeah, it's Hustle in Brooklyn. I had just looked it up, right? So I don't know who casted the show, because not to be salty, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I've met a lot of talented people in my lifetime. in New York City and Brooklyn, etc. A lot of talented people. When I seen the cast for this show, I'm like, who are these people? Like, these people don't have no talent. These people just have Instagram following. Like, these people don't have no talent. Like, I was looking for the talent and I couldn't find it nowhere. But I wasn't casted, so who am I to say anything? Even though I feel like I do have a lot of talent, but you already know how this society, it's like, even though followers don't mean numbers, to a lot of people, followers is a great source of marketing. So in a sense, it's valuable to people, just like money would be, if that makes sense. So nevertheless, yes, it was just a cast full of random people that I couldn't even to this day tell you what they did. Like, I know some people, like, they were like artists, people that rap, people that sing, and people that did nothing. I don't know what they did, but they were doing this show, right? So Ratchet comes to me with her quote-unquote manager, her handler, which was basically like her cousin who helped her kind of navigate, because like I said, her English wasn't that good. She like recently had just came from like Haiti, you get what I'm saying? So now they're talking to me about, you know, collaborating, how, you know, she's about to be on the show and she would really want to, like, you know, be styled, get a stylist. Number one, I'm not a stylist, I'm a designer, and that's the reason why I can't wait to hire a stylist, because I can't be styling people. That's not what I do. I can barely style myself. Creating and styling is two different things. I can make anything, but then sometimes I be sitting down looking at my closet and I have so many clothes, so many accessories, and I don't know what to put with what. I just see a whole bunch of colors and I just get overwhelmed. I just get overwhelmed. But nevertheless, I can put that thing on you, though. The thing that I made, I can put that on you. You just gotta figure out how you want to put it together. But so yeah, they come to me like, you know, she wants to like start, you know, dressing more nice for like the different events. And actually they had a event coming up, which was the Black Girls Rock award show. So Black Girls Rock was happening in New Jersey, and you know, New York is not far from New Jersey. And I remember I had spoke to them about possibly collabing and stuff like that, but I didn't really hear back from them. So one afternoon, I get a call from Ratchet and her cousin, and they're like, oh, you know, right now we're in the city at like the Viacom headquarters, and we're supposed to be getting ready to go to the Black Girls Rock event, but they're basically saying that Ratchet's outfit is inappropriate. So if I can get them like a dress, you know, even though like our collab didn't start yet, we just met or whatever. So I'm just like, you know, I ain't turning down that opportunity for my dress to be on B.E.T. red carpet Black Girls Rock. Are you shitting me? Yes. Y'all, I'm put the dress right here, right? Wait, I'm not even gonna put it right here yet, because I gotta finish that, y'all. So I'm like, all right, cool. Come to my house. Remember, at that time, I was using my mom's living room to sew. God bless her soul for letting me use her coffee table to learn how to stitch some things up. And I invited them over. And when she said Black Girls Rock, there was a gown that I had just designed. And I was like, oh my God, this will be perfect. And it was her size and everything. Y'all, when she came and I pulled out the dress for her to try on. First of all, when she came, she had on that see-through bodysuit. And y'all, when I'm talking about them rainbow see-through bodysuits, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, and they had like fringes on it and stuff like that. Like, remember when that was the thing, the see-through bodysuit with the fringe? Like, and I was like, girl, B.E.T. is a prestige network. They're not just gonna let you come on their red carpet wearing anything. Like, are you crazy? Like, you really are from Haiti. Cause girl, why did you even walk into these people's establishment dressed like that? I'm so confused. And don't get me wrong, I like to dress raunchy. I like to skin out. I didn't get to skin out as a kid. Growing up fat and insecure, I didn't get to skin out. So yeah, nowadays I'm all for the skinning out. I don't even got kids. Yeah, I'm all for that. But There's a time and there's a place for everything. And I think a lot of people fail to forget that. There's a time and a place for everything. Everything is not the time and everywhere is not the place. And B.E.T. was not one of those places that you should have walked up in there for a red carpet dressed like that. So I come out with the dress and I'm like, this is the dress that you need to wear. You guys gotta remember, a lot of things don't have hanger appeal. So when you see it, it's kind of like... So I put out the dress to her and she's all like, ew, like this is like a granny dress. Hell no, I'm not wearing this. Like, I know they said cover it up, but it don't have to be that covered up, blah blah blah, crying, boo-hoo. I'm just like, put the dress on so you can see how you look in it. Her manager agreed with me, like, oh, you know, let's just try it on, see how you look. So she tried on the dress, y'all, and now I'm gonna show y'all the dress. Okay, alrighty then. Okay, dress even ended up being showcased in Midtown Manhattan in the garment district at highest trimming, front and center on display, period, point blank. Okay, and I even designed that dress for my, remember the Cuzzo story time? I designed it for her right here. Okay, that was the dress. It was not a granny dress. Okay, it was a beautiful gown. So I designed this dress, and I told her she can wear it. So yeah, so I told her this is the dress that she needs to wear. She literally fussed about it, but because they were running out of time, she just like put it on and decided to go and wear it. Me, I had literally called my homeboy, another homeboy and homegirl I have who worked at Viacom. I met a lot of people at FIT who have really good jobs, like that work for like VH1, Viacom, B.E.T, right? So I called them up like, hey, like, you think you could get me tickets to Black Girls Rock because I have a client wearing a dress and I would love to go so I get my own pictures, whatever. And they told me to pull up and they got me, y'all. So I went to the award show too. So when they get to the award show, y'all, I can already tell the way that her castmates and producers and stuff were looking at her at one point. That shit completely changed. Like, it was literally like her Cinderella moment. Like, when she got there, y'all, first of all, they put her in the middle for the Getty images, right? They put her right in the center. When they were doing the interviews about like the show and the upcoming stuff, like they kept wanting her to answer. Like, she literally stole the show, and I don't think that anybody expected her to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because of how ratchet and unkempt she was looking all the time. And I really think that they only casted her because she had so much engagement and following, and they wanted to attract, like I said, they at the time, it was like before pandemic, so social media and being in that loop was really important for people, right? Even though it still is now, but right then and there, that was the crossover threshold where businesses were realizing like, yo, social media is where it's at. If you want to sell anything, market anything, you need to be social on the media. So she hit me up because remember, even though I was giving out the outfits, like lending them for free at that time, at that point in time, you still had to return it. I wasn't crazy. You wasn't about to keep my shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, so she returned it, and during the time that she returned it, she basically was saying that how B.E.T was like really impressed by like her outfit, you know, that evening, and they wanted to know if I can keep dressing her. And of course I'm like, hell yeah, of course I'm gonna keep dressing you. So they were basically saying like, oh, you know, they want to kind of come and do like a scene where I'm dressing her, and you know, just content, creating content, and she's trying on stuff, etc. This is where I fumbled, because BET's talking about they want to work with me, but where's the contract? Where's the contract? You're filming me in scenes, you're inviting me to certain like production stuff, but where's the contract? Because I'm not getting paid, like my brand is not getting exposed. Like, you know, do y'all even know what my brand is called? Like, you know, I wasn't thinking about those things, and I should have been. But like I said, I was just young and dumb and naive and just excited to just have the opportunity. And Ratchet wasn't one of those people who was savvy. Like, she just came from Haiti. She didn't know what was going on either. Like, her fake cousin manager. I hate people who, I hate that. I hate when people have family members who have some type of talent or something, and all of a sudden people are like, yeah, I'm her cousin, I'm like her manager or whatever. Like, you don't know shit. Shut your mouth and stay in your place. Like, I hate those people. But nevertheless, I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I want to be a part of like B.E.T showcasing and do all this filming and stuff. You know, I'm excited about the situation. Like, I'm not looking at it like, oh, like they're like using me for gains or whatever the case may be. And I don't even feel like I was being used, but in a sense, yeah, because I was being used. Because if y'all like my stuff and y'all are happy with me dressing her and this new image that she's developing for y'all show to look better, because now you have cast members that actually like are doing like looking like something. Because y'all was gonna, if I didn't step in and start dressing her, what the hell was she gonna look like? What was she gonna look like? Y'all don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just doing anything right now. What should I do? But yeah, I'm just like, what was she gonna look like? Because she was looking crazy, y'all. She was really looking crazy, no cap. So I'm filming, doing little scenes with them, dressing her for every scene, blah blah blah. She's returning the outfits and she's picking up another one. Like, for a few weeks we had a little cycle going. This is where the drama comes in, right? So this one outfit I ended up designing for her. It was a sample that I had just worked on, and she seen it on my rack and she was like, oh yeah, I need that, I want that, I need that, I need that. So I let her wear it. So I was just like, okay, but make sure you bring this one back, like, you know, quick. Because she used to take her time to bring samples back too. Like, it was times where I felt like she didn't bring back her samples until she needed the next one. And baby girl, you need to bring these back ASAP. Like, these are not for you to keep. Like, this is not what this is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did feel like I wasn't as stern with her as I should have been when it came to that. Like, creating those type of boundaries. But you live and you learn, right? So now I give her this outfit, and when it comes time to return it, I see a couple of days go back and I'm not hearing from Ratchet or her manager. I'm not hearing from them. So I'm just like, the fuck these girls at with my stuff? So I hit up Ratchet. I ain't get no answer from her. After a few days go by, after me hitting up, I was like, let me hit up the manager. So the manager hit me up like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to call you. Something happened to the outfit. Like, it wasn't made right, I guess. It wasn't stitched right because she had like she was filming and the outfit got destroyed and this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, I'm flabbergasted because I'm just like, what the hell? Like, what happened to the outfit? I'm thinking like I did something wrong to my outfit. Like, when I was designing it, maybe like I didn't like, I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, did I mess up this girl's opportunity? Did I put her in a bad position? Blah blah blah. She's talking about her top fell off. So are we talking nudity on screen? They gotta edit this out. Like, I'm getting nervous because I was just mad giddy about getting the opportunity. So I didn't want to fumble that. So I'm apologizing. I'm like, I'm so sorry this happened. It would never happen again. Stupid, naive me. These people are wearing my free shit. It done got messed up and I'm sitting there apologizing to them. But that's what happened. That's what I was doing. I was a people pleaser too back then. I was a big people pleaser. I had to learn from, I had to grow from that. Grow out of that. And being a people pleaser wasn't like, I was a people pleaser because I knew that my work was great. I knew that I had great spirits. I just always felt like I was the right package in a wrong address. So whenever I got in a position where, hey, I want to feel accepted here and I want to feel seen and stuff, I used to try to people please. Which is why loving yourself is very important. And I love myself a lot more now than I did back then, for sure. So I'm like, yeah, you know, just bring the outfit back. It's no worries. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'll situate it. I'll fix it. Get it together. Blah, blah, blah. You know, I still want to keep continuing to, like, you know, work with each other, etc. So When she comes to bring the outfit back, she doesn't even come with Ratchet. The manager, she comes by herself, right? And I invite her upstairs like I normally do, but she didn't want to come in the house. She was just like, oh, you know, she's busy. She got somewhere to go. But she gave me an outfit in a bag. And y'all, this is what I didn't understand about them. Every time I gave them an outfit, I gave it to them in a garment bag. Every time they returned the outfit to me, they returned the outfit to me with freaking, whatchamacallit, in crumpled up shopping bags. Like crumpled up rainbow bags. Like, girl, I did not give you this dress in here. Why would you like, why are y'all crumpling up my custom designer hand sewn clothes and just putting it in crunched up rainbow bags like it's rainbow items? And that's the thing, when people don't pay for stuff, they don't know how to treat it. Or when they pay for garbage, they treat it like garbage and they think everything else is garbage too. Like, this is not rainbow. Like, why are y'all doing that? And like, there's a lot of boundaries that I have failed to set that I had to learn. Like, I had to learn from my mistakes, y'all. So she drops off the dress. So of course I hurry to go and like look at the dress so I can see like what the hell happened to this dress. Like, where did I go wrong in the design aspect, right? So I'm looking at the dress. Well, it wasn't even a dress. It was like a two-piece set, a top and a bottom. And the thing looked ripped. Like, it doesn't, like, I know what it looks like when a seam is popped. This wasn't a popped seam. This was a ripped seam. Like, the outfit was ripped in more than one place. Like, this wasn't something that got popped. This was something that got ripped in more than one place. Like, I'm not stupid. So I text the manager like, hey, you know, I just looked at the outfit and it looks like something that was torn apart. She trying to gaslight me like, oh no, like, no, it probably looked like that because we were trying to use it to hide her breast, and her breasts were exposed and that wasn't a good look for her, and it was a wardrobe malfunction. Like, basically, like, literally, I promise you, she was trying to make me feel guilty for what happened to the wardrobe. Like, this was like a designer's error. Like, you want me to believe that I ripped this dress? I invisibly came as a ghost to this event, to this filming, and just ripped the dress off of her? Because that's the only way I would be involved with the destruction of this merchandise. Like, it wasn't making sense to me. Like, what are you even talking about right now? Like, gaslighting, trying to gaslight the hell out of me. So I'm talking with my friends about it, showing my friends. My friends is like, nah, y'all, like, that looked like something that like was pulled apart. Like, that's not like a malfunction. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can't prove it, but I'm gonna protect myself moving forward. So the next time they hit me up asking me for some pieces, they're gonna have to pay a pulling fee. A pulling fee is basically like a loan fee. Hey, I basically told her like, I'm gonna charge you $75 to pull each item, and if you bring it back in good condition, I'll give you a $25 credit towards your next loan. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was being fair about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pay me for my outfits, and then I'm also gonna put $25 towards your next outfit payment, and we'll just keep it going like that, so I can make sure that I'm not losing, something gets destroyed, it's liable for, and you know, just all that good stuff. Y'all, I tell her that the next time they come to get an outfit, because now they're coming for the hip hop awards, right? So it's gonna be the hip hop awards that year, and they came for another showstopper because it's another red carpet. So I'm like, well, I'll design the outfit for you for the hip hop awards, but honestly, you're gonna have to pay a pulling fee because of what happened to the piece the last time. Like, I don't know what happened to it, but this wasn't something that was my error or fell apart from me. This is something that y'all, I don't know what y'all had going on, but it was, my outfit was destroyed. They still pleading, no, that's not what happened. You didn't design it right. If you had designed it right, like trying to play me like I'm Boo Boo the Fool. So I'm like, I'm sticking to my nuts. Like, I'm not finna give you nothing for free. Like, if you don't want to pay this little $75, B.E.T is not paying me. I done filmed how many scenes with B.E.T, then traveled with my garments and dressing you from head to toe like I'm your personal fucking maid or seamstress or something. And I'm not getting paid by you. I'm not getting paid by them. No, I'm not jacking it. So she told me she's gonna get back to me. She never gets back to me. So I figured, all right, she said she could find some, she's probably gonna find something somewhere else. I'm thinking she's just gonna go buy something. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's probably like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go and buy something. So in the midst of that, one of the other cast members on the show hit me up to design her outfit. So she's seen what effect my work got going on. So one of the other cast members hit me up and she asked me to design something for her. I'm gonna put it right here. I had designed this for her, right, for the hip hop awards. So I was already in Miami that year for Carnival during the time of the hip hop awards. So after I decided to continue working with, now I wasn't even working with B.E.T anymore. I was just working with one of the cast members, and my work with Ratchet wasn't really, I didn't know where it stood, but I was working with somebody else, and I just wanted to be able to go to the awards so I could catch my own pictures, see my stuff live on camera, etc. So I go to Florida and I meet with this girl briefly. Like, me and her didn't have too many exchanges. Like, she actually had like a real assistant and stuff like that. So me and her transaction was very smooth. She paid her fee, she returned her item, boom, bam, bam. That's one thing too. I get too friendly with clients because me and this cast member, we weren't as friendly. It was just straight business and it ran that way. Me and Ratchet, it was a little more friendly because she was Haitian and all the stuff, blah, 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 and mixing business with pleasure, blah, blah. Like, not that I was hanging out with her, but I was a little giddy and friendly with her, and I shouldn't have. I should have been a lot more business oriented, right? So when I go to the hip hop awards, I get a seat filler ticket. Remember I told you my friend be hooking me up with tickets and stuff? I get a seat filler ticket. Y'all, they put me to sit right in the middle, literally in the middle of G Herbo and Blame It On Quay. And y'all, Blame It On Quay is tall, y'all. I was sitting down, he stood up, and I'm like, he was as tall as Shaq. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. Like, you never expect people to be that tall or that short in person, but he's tall. And G Herbo is skinny. God damn, he needs some meat on his bones. Yo, that boy is a walking skeletor. Like, I don't know if he's gained weight since then, but when I saw him, bro, he was skinny. That's probably right around the time he was with Ari. She probably was stressing him out. But nevertheless, so I see the cast come up to present an award. So I'm hyped. I'm like, oh my God, look at my work up there on stage. Blah, blah, blah. I remember I dressed the other cast member. I'm looking for Ratchet and I don't see Ratchet nowhere. Like, I deadass don't see Ratchet nowhere. I'm like, where is Ratchet? Because she was on her Instagram bragging about these award show. Like, she getting flued out to go to the awards, da da la la la. Remember, that's a big thing for somebody that's fresh off the boat from Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big accomplishment for them. So that is something for her to be proud of. So I'm like, I know she's not missing this moment. So after the awards finish, everything is regular. The next day, I go to pick up my outfit from the cast member. So I just asked the cast member randomly, like, I didn't want to like hold too much unprofessional conversation with her, but I was like, oh, I realized like your entire cast wasn't on the red carpet. Like, what happened to the rest of the cast? So she was like, oh no, the only person that wasn't there was Ratchet, and she wasn't there because her outfit was inappropriate and the producers didn't feel like she should have camera time or walk the red carpet or anything because her outfit is inappropriate. She was like, yeah, the producers were not playing that because her outfit was absolutely inappropriate. Like, it was see-through. So I'm not shocked by this because, like I told you in the beginning of the story, Ratchet wanted to wear that see-through bodysuit with the tassels that they were selling everywhere. She wanted to wear that to the award show, right? The first time. So I'm like, damn. All I'm thinking in my head is, damn, like, you could have had another upstage moment, part 2. Like, you literally set yourself up for failure. Because I would have never designed you or put you in a see-through dress. Like, even because she probably felt like, okay, it's the Hip Hop Awards, it's not the Black Girl Rock Awards, so it's probably not that prestige. B.E.T is a prestige network all across the board. Like, all across. Even if they have a little ratchet somewhere, it ain't finna be that ratchet. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn. So I was like, all right, let me just be a little nosy because I want to see what she wore now. I need to see this dress. I'm thinking she went to, like, Dr. J's or Rainbow or something and got like a little see-through dress, and that's what she did. But when I seen her dress and I seen the tag, first of all, the dress was ugly. It looked something like something that was rushed. And you know how people use like the little glitter and stuff to hide your private areas? I was just like, it's not hiding anything. I can see everything. And the color was nude. She looked washed. I wish I had a picture to show y'all. So y'all know I had to go search for the tea for y'all, right? So I went to go look up to see if I could find any pictures of the dress. Of course, it was so long ago that I have not been able to find like a full body picture. But I ended up finding a mini interview from some random person on the red carpet. And y'all, look at this picture. Y'all can see the nipple area was exposed. Like, it, like, I remember seeing like the full on body picture. Like, she had a little nude thong panty on, but no pasties or nothing. Like, you, even in this video, even though I just took a screenshot of it, a quick movement, you can still see the nipples. And there's kids on the red carpet. Like, in that same video, if you guys want to go and watch it yourselves, y'all see there's kids right there. So I think that's the reason why they kind of pulled her from, like, I guess she didn't walk the entire carpet and she didn't present the award because they presented some award on stage and she wasn't there. So, and she wasn't in the pictures with the cast, but very much so because that dress was just, and it was short. Like, it was a short see-through dress. Like, it was not given red carpet. It was given outside and not a go-go club, okay, with Vibes Cartel. But back to the story. Yeah, I can see why they didn't put her. I can see why. She looked like a used condom, bro. Like, you put a condom on. It's like, I can't even say that. Let me say this. She looked like a used rubber. Put a used rubber on a thing. She looked like that. Like, literally. So, I was just like, oh, wow. Like, that's what she ended up putting on. So now I'm looking at the tags. And it's saying made by this designer. I know this is a designer, right? So I'm just going to put this in the story real quick. I don't want the story to be about her, the designer, because fuck her for life. But I'm not even going to change her name or anything. I'm just going to throw it in here because she had audacity and nerve, okay? And I actually thank her because she's the reason why I'm Day Haras NYC right now. And I love that name for myself. But nevertheless, so my wigage. So now, y'all, this designer used to be called Shades of Shea. She's a Brooklyn-based designer, and her own, like, that's her own name, Shades of Shea, or Shea, whatever. And her new name is Host of Shea. I'm gonna let y'all know about that in a second, right? So this girl, House of Shea, she's a designer page. I was following, at the time I was following her. I was following her for some time because she was kind of like one of the only black accessible around the way designers at the time, right? And I was up and coming and I loved her work. She used to do a lot of custom, like feathers, embroidery, all this stuff like that. She was one of those designers who was very, like, sketchy. Like, you ever see people who, like, do stuff for comparison? Like, let's say, for example, she posts a dress. She would put a caption like, dress made by me. No other designer could ever do it. Y'all other designers are just out here making copycats, making see-through this, making ratchet, non-classy this. Y'all not touching me, blah, blah, blah. Like, every dress had that, like, that as a caption, like, y'all not doing this, y'all this, like that, right? So you can already tell she was insecure. she never used to follow me. Like, she never followed me at all, but I followed her. But I started remembering that around the time that I started getting the exposure from like having my dresses on B.E.T. and, you know, I was in a couple of scenes and stuff, I started seeing her come to my page. The only reason why I would see her in my live videos, and I would see her in my stories. Never used to comment, compliment, nothing like that, right? So one day I was doing a fashion show. In the midst of all this, I was doing a fashion show. I got invited up to BSU College to do a fashion show. And I had ended up doing my fashion show with Rotimi. Y'all know Rotimi from Power? Yes, y'all. I did my fashion show and he walked with, I closed out the show. I didn't even know I was going to be such a big act for the show, but I closed out the show with Rotimi. He's the one that requested me close out the show because he was very impressed by my work. I'm blushing because it's still such a hype moment for me. Like, it was my first fashion show ever. I met a celebrity, an actor, and he was so impressed by my work that I was supposed to be like some small thing in the show, and I ended up closing out the show with Rotimi performing. I think I have a video here. If I could find it on my Snapchat, I'm gonna put it here, right? So I'm hyped as hell, y'all. Like, I'm on my live crying and shit like that. Here goes Shades of She, the designer, in my live. Like, she put the hand clap emojis first, right? I ignored it. I didn't answer. Like, you know how people talk back to the live. Then she put, "That's your first fashion show? Question mark, question mark." So I answered that. I was like, yeah. And then she gonna reply, "Aw, you're such a beginner." Feel like if you want to be shady, bro, and you don't want to be happy for somebody, that's cool, but just go do that somewhere else. And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, I really felt like Shades of She, an issue with me, was very passive aggressive, and I felt like it didn't even have anything to do with me. I felt like, because me and her ended up having like a public argument on Instagram. Like, we was arguing on Instagram, y'all, back and forth. And a lot of things that she was saying was, I'm fast forwarding, but a lot of things she was saying was basically like, oh, she'd been in the game, she's a vet, I'm a newcomer, I'm young, this and that. And I felt like she probably didn't like that. She probably didn't like the fact that, hey, this girl is new at designing, she doesn't have my portfolio, she didn't go to design school, blah, 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 but yet she's on red carpets and she got celebrities doing this for her and doing that. And I felt like that was what her disdain was with me. And I'm so mad because around the time, because I was young, I did let stuff like that affect me. Like, if I was to be lying to say that, you know, people like Shades of Shia down in my work and making me feel bad about my work and stuff didn't discourage me, it did. There was a lot of times where I felt like, oh, I'm never gonna be as good as her, or I'm never gonna do this and this and that. And I'm mad that I even let them put that in my head and made myself think and feel that way about myself, because duh, it's a lie. Like, my purpose has nothing to do with these people. Like, you know, I know that now though. You know, I know that now. But she used to say stuff like that, and it's just kind of like, girl, what does you having 10 years in designing and you being a, your journey has nothing to do with mine. This is my journey. Let me have it. Leave me alone. Leave people alone. So, like, she came and was doing all that shady stuff in my life. Like, oh, you're such a beginner. And, you know, people do passive-aggressive, condescending, belittling type of stuff. She was doing stuff like that. But I never used to pay her no mind, right? Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I did take some things to heart, but it was like, I wasn't even like fussing about her. So when I seen her design for Ratchet, I'm like, you had to have found Ratchet from my page. There's no way you discovered Ratchet out of nowhere. Ratchet is this up and coming comedian. Yes, she has a big following, but Shades of Shay was this very demure and mindful type of person and brand. Like, the way she talks, Ratchet represents the complete opposite of what she was supposed to stand for, or her brand was supposed to stand for. So when I seen that collaboration, I'm like, I know I was the middle ground for this, and I'm more than certain that Shades of Shia, she's the one, the designer, she's the one that hit up Ratchet about working with her. Because you gotta remember, Ratchet is just coming from Haiti. She doesn't know nothing about fashion, nothing about design, nothing about nothing. She doesn't know, she barely knows people in New York, designers in New York. Like, she doesn't know any of that stuff. So I'm pretty sure Shades of Shia that went to her with the opportunity. Because she wanted to be, she felt like she felt like she would rather decline her morals and work with Ratchet just to get an opportunity at being on the red carpet or being on B.E.T. for the first time. And what was so funny is when I went to Shades of Shia page and I was looking at her post from 24 hours ago, she was dead gloating about like, oh, I'm about to be on B.E.T. red carpet for the first time. Watch this, watch the hip hop award so you can see my work. That aged like milk. Sorry, Roger. Tricks are for kids. Because remember when I told you that Ratchet couldn't sit down with the cast or present the award? It's because she was sitting by the toilets in the nosebleeds. Because she wasn't to be seen in her inappropriate attire. And I didn't even understand that. Like, Shades of Shia, girl, all you do is brag about how demure and sophisticated you are and how non-ratchet you are. Why would you design a dress like that for her? Why? Because you wanted to get in so there. Like, you so desperate, girl. Desperate. So, I'm like, okay, that's interesting. That I'm sorry that happened to her. I was a little like about it, like, sucks to be you, but at the end of the day, you chose your poison. Like, you picked where you wanted to go and you picked what you wanted to wear and you got what you wanted, and that's just the result. You're not always gonna have the same result, especially if you switch the formula. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wanted to switch the formula. Y'all didn't want to work with me because I wasn't giving y'all anything free anymore, and this is how it turned out. It is what it is. So y'all, the episode ended up airing, right? The episode where she wore Ratchet. So all right, let me get the storyline right. All right. So y'all, right? So Shades of Shia designed her outfit. I'm like, oh, interested. Now they working with each other now. Okay, cool. I'm not sweating it because I still am working with the girl from the cast as well. And now I'm just trying to build a better relationship with the BET network so that I can get on contract and, you know, do all this stuff the right way and get paid and stuff like that. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm not even thinking about Ratchet anymore, right? So the episode where Ratchet is wearing the outfit that they destroyed, the episode that she's wearing it comes out. So the episode comes out and I'm watching it. Tell me why Ratchet gets into a fight with one of the cast members on the episode and the girl yanked the top off of her. And Ratchet was the one that threw the first hit. And then the girl yanked the top off, like, defending herself. Okay, so I'm back with the tea, y'all, right? You see how I said she got into a fight? So I was looking for the episode, and I finally found it. But you got to pay for a subscription with B.E.T. to watch that old-ass season of that whack-ass show. And B.E.T. owes me coins. I'm not finna give them no coins. I tried to look for, like, a subscription free trial or something, but could not find one. So I searched high and low for that fight so y'all could actually see her fighting in the actual outfit. But yeah, I'm not giving them my $9 in tax or whatever. But anyways, I found a video of her fighting in a previous episode. And literally, the fight happened kind of the same way in the episode that she fought with my outfit on. So I'm going to insert that in here just so y'all can see, like, what type of person, like, she was and, like, what was going on. So y'all can get a gist of, like, the situation. All right, hold on.
Don't be sorry, bitch. I will stop on you. All right, do it. All right. Hit me. All right. Okay, no, what do you have to do? I'm right here. I will pop right here. I'm not even going to get loud That's what you gotta do. Oh, yeah, right. Yes. All right. Blame everything on Danny. Blame everything on Danny. But with Darnell, no, you was about to grab her. It was like, why is it my baby? You know you about to grab her. Y'all know what's wrong. Darnell been wrong. I'm not distracting shit.
Never do that to me.
Okay.
That will violate
I will violate you too, bitch.
Okay, so y'all see how she popped on her, right? I know I cut it, but y'all see how she popped on her, right? I'm gonna play the rest after. Y'all see that though, right? And y'all see her outfit, bro? Y'all see how she was dressing? This is how she was dressing before I intervened, like, and set her up nice and good. Like, that bodysuit and that bra and that jacket, like, I'm not even trying to play nobody, but y'all, it was not given. It wasn't given. It wasn't.
Bitch, dumb bitch.
Yo, watch out.
You dumb bitch.
Yes.
You dumb. Now you can't even fight, man. You got me dumb.
Are you done? Get the out of here, bitch. Straight crazy. Get the out of here.
See how my intuition never lies and I'm not a dummy? And how they try to play in my face and then have the nerve to not even want to give me $75 to rent a new outfit after destroying that. At least, bro. At least knowing that that's what happened. Even if y'all didn't have the money, y'all could have asked B.E.T. like, yo, since my outfit got destroyed, you know, this is, I have to return this. Can y'all at least pay the girl? Run her manyan, something. None of that. Nobody gave a rat's ass about me or my garment or none of that. They just said, fuck me. Fuck they Haras NYC. And that's why I said, remember the name thing. Because I wasn't named they Haras NYC. Like, since the beginning. I used to be House of Haras. Remember I said host of Shia? Yeah, host of Haras. Host of Shia. Y'all know my Instagram name is Haute Haras, right? And it's always been that since the start. The very start of Instagram, right? Okay. Remember I said that. So I would not be me if I wasn't gonna go address Ratchet about my manyan, because you need to pay me now. Because no way y'all destroyed my dress and y'all try to make me feel bad about it, make it seem like it was a design error on my end, bought it to me ripped up like it was trash, and then come to find out you were squabbling and you got it snatched off of you, rightfully so, because you should never hit that girl. Like, what you thought that was Now That's TV? And this was way before Now That's TV was even a thing, y'all. Like, they on B.E.T. acting ratchet. So I hit her up like, yo, I just seen the episode, you lied, like, you need to pay for this dress, blah blah blah, you need to pay for the reparations, you need to pay the full cost of it. Ratchet start arguing with me like, oh no, I'm not paying anything and you're mad fake because how are you designing for other cast members? I bought you in the fold, blah blah blah, this and that. And I'm just like, girl, you're working with other designers and you're worried about who I'm dressing. Like, I'm a public designer. Someone else saw my work and wanted to work with me the same way someone else saw you and wanted to work with you. Like, it's all fair game. Y'all just mad because everything that y'all try to do, I did it better. Everything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can. Yes, I can. No, you can. Yes, I can. That's why you're really mad, because my God don't play about me. That's why you're really mad. And the whole thing is that the whole time I'm navigating and dressing other people, I'm not doing it to spite Ratchet. I didn't even know Ratchet was going to another designer. I just knew that I wanted to get paid for my stuff because of what happened. And I wanted to see what she was going to wear, but I wasn't doing anything to spite her. The girl really hit me up to get an outfit made because she seen what Ratchet outfit, the effect that it had, and she wanted that too. And she did get that. The second award, she was, for the Hip Hop Awards, she was the show. For the Black Girls Rock Awards, Ratchet was the show. And it is about what you wear. It's not even about the designer. They both could have put anything on, but it is about what you put on. You know what I'm saying? You could have put anybody on, but it is about what you put on and how you carry yourself. So she's going back and forth arguing with me, and I don't understand how you're arguing with me and you're in the wrong. So I don't know how Shades of Shay get in the fold, but she started throwing shots in the argument as well. Like, she started posting stuff like, oh, other designers are mad because my dress made it to BET red carpet too. Like, this is not just like people don't like to see when the shine is not just on them, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, bitch, what? Ain't nobody competing with you. Like, how you even a part of this? This is given that you and freaking you and Ratchet were sitting there having bare conversation about me and my designing and all this stuff like that. Because if I'm arguing with Ratchet about her paying me for something that she destroyed from my collection, what does that have to do with you and BET and all this stuff like that? This is given that y'all are over there having all these secret ass conversations about me, and how this all is unfolding is because y'all are just mad. Y'all are mad. Like, there's no other thing about it. Y'all are mad y'all didn't get the red carpet moment again. Ratchet, you're mad you didn't get the red carpet moment again. Shay Jashia, you're mad you never had it. Let's just talk about it. So me and Shay Jashia start going back and forth, and that's when I told you she's weird. Like, she was literally telling me stuff like, oh, you'll never be a successful designer. All you make is stuff for like whores and this and that. Says the person who literally put this girl on the BET red carpet with a see-through outfit on. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, and yeah, I make a lot of skimpy clothes, but that's what I like to design. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's what I like to make. But for you, I've had a lot of people outside of her tell me that my brand will never be anything. Like, and I just don't understand why y'all want that for me. Like, why can't I just be a creative? Like I just don't get it. And that's how you have to know your power, because people will really trick you out your spot, bro. Like, they will really trick you out your spot. Like, I'm serious. Like, I could have got tricked out my spot so many motherfucking times, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, I did get tricked out my spot a few times. Like, I'm not even in cap. I'm just gonna leave my hair like this because I look like a reindeer. No, should I do the top part? Okay, let me just... Ooh, okay, this is the hairstyle, y'all. Okay, let me finish the story now that I'm done. And brush out my little edges. So, y'all, they start being petty, right? So this is how they was petty, right? So they try to tag team me on socials. So every picture of my outfit, from the dress, the outfits, everything that I ever put on Ratchet, she went and untagged me and tagged Shades of Shia in those outfits. Every single one. The red dress y'all saw, all them dresses. Every single one. Right? Shades of Shia goes and changes her name. And you, this is all happening right after the disagreement between me and Ratchet. And then Shades of Shia hopped in, and all of this is happening. Like, they ganging up on your girl. So Shades of Shia, she changes her name to House of Shia. When you used to go to Instagram, if you were, remember, Instagram algorithm used to work by, like, you know, people you know and areas and stuff like that. When you used to type in HAU, you would just see Hate Harris and House of Harris. Those used to be the first names that used to pop up, especially because I was getting a lot of traction around that time. And she changed her name to House of Shia. And it was like, now when you seen it pop up, you seen all three of those names. You seen House of Shia, Hate Harris, and House of Harris pop up. I know there's a lot of house going on, but house. You know what I'm saying? You seen it pop up, and the way the algorithm used to work is the person with the most engagement, the most following, which was her, would be on top, and then it would be me, then my brand page. When she went and did that, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I cried. I know y'all thought I was about to say I fought or something. No, I cried because I was tight. I was devastated because all I kept feeling was, damn, all my hard work. Like, I worked the mat. Like, you understand, I was giddy. You know when you giddy about something where you're like, oh my God, like, I worked so hard for this. I finally can reap the fruit of my labor. And it's finally happening for me. I'm finally crossing that bridge. That's how I felt things were happening for me, and then I felt like, boom, these girls were just taking it from me, just snatching it away from me left and right. And I didn't understand how they had that power. I didn't understand like how I got here. I was just annoyed, and the reason why I didn't understand it was because they didn't have any power over me, y'all. It was all in my head. Like, that's the thing about being secure with yourself. Had I been secure with myself, none of the things that they were doing would have ever affected me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have never affected me. Like, but it did. At that time, it did. I was upset. I was crying. I didn't want to design anymore. I kept thinking, like, what am I going to name myself now? I don't have a design name anymore. I built everything around this design name, etc. And I had nothing to worry about, y'all. I had nothing to worry about. My purpose and my journey was already set in stone, and there was nothing these girls could have been able to do about it. I just know that I needed to learn. I needed to learn that, girl, you cannot just do any and everything off the books. Business is not casual. And I think that I kept trying to make business casual, and that's where I was ending up in these situations. And them bitches were haters. They definitely were haters. And Shaja Shia, I never kept up with her, but she's a corny one. If you ever come across this video, girl, you're a corny one. If anybody knows who I'm talking about in the comments, she's a corny one. Don't even come in my comments saying she's not. She's a corny one. And she's not secure in her craft, and she's not secure in herself. And the designer that I'm destined to be, she can't do anything about that. Never could, never will. I never kept up with her. As far as Ratchet go, that was the last transaction I ever did with her. I never kept up with her. But y'all, they end up ending the season after them ratings were not good, y'all, because they did not continue and give them a contract to a new season. It was clipped after that. Like, it was clipped, like, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't gloat about that. I don't wish that on anybody. But I did feel like the cast on that show was not, they didn't have no talent. If y'all watch Hustle in Brooklyn, anybody, if y'all thought that show had any substance, please prove me wrong in the comments. But it had no talent. Even the fight that they had where they destroyed my outfit was a weak ass fight. It was not one of those fights, those squabbles that you want to tune in for more. Like, the whole concept, the storyline, everything was weak sauce. Like, that whole situation was just like, it could have been a great situation. It was just done with the weakest of people all around. And me too, I was weak too, because at that time, even though I was designing and I was getting up there, like, I wasn't business savvy. I wasn't, you know, knowledgeable of a lot of things and stuff like that. So nevertheless, y'all, you know, that was a little chaotic. At least it didn't end up with me squabbling like my last story time. But I need to stop doing that. Well, I don't need to stop doing that. I stopped doing that. Arguing online, on Instagram, giving people a show. Like, I need to stop doing stuff like that. Well, I'm happy I stopped doing stuff like that, because that shit is not conducive. Like, all I did was tarnish everything I built for myself going back and forth with these girls, which is what they wanted anyways. So nevertheless, I ended up changing my brand name to Day Haras NYC, and I love it. Day Haras means of Sarah in French, and Haras is Sarah's backwards. And y'all know I'm originated from NYC. Everything about me is New York City based. My accent, my aura, my ambience, the things I design, everything is New York City inspired, and everything is of me, because literally everything comes from my brain and my heart. That's how I design. I don't even sketch, y'all. But that was my designer horror story, y'all. And I have so many more, but B.E.T, run me my motherfucking check, y'all. Run me my check. So y'all already know how I like to end off my videos, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my videos. Thank you for all the comments. I respond back to everyone. And if you're not going to do anything else, make sure you go into every business transaction with a contract. And if you're not going to do anything else, make sure you pour into your what? Motherfucking self. Pour into yourself, y'all. And I'll see you in the next one.